three-point shot for Peñafiel. Boom!
Too big, too strong, too good. Out for another three-pointer. Butter!
Not in my house.
Magandang hapon mga kaliga, and our continuing coverage of this Super Sunday for the Pinoyliga continues at the ENDERUN College Gym. Live po tayo ulit via the Pinoyliga YouTube channel, and also tickets are available via tickettome.net. It might be raining outside, pero the action is heating right up here inside the ENDERUN College Gym. Kani-kanina lang we began with 4 straight Collegiate Cup games, and now we begin our late afternoon close-out game with our comebacking Pinoyliga Juniors Cup Season 2 match at hand. Game day number 4 na po tayo sa ating Juniors Cup. Anthony Perez at your service, joining me once again from the court of law to the basketball court. Miles Devesa. Miles, great to have you here. Ito key storyline for our Juniors Cup game this afternoon. Ito, top 2 teams sa ating Juniors Cup, both undefeated across 2 games, pero one thing's for sure, one team will get their first loss whether they like it or not.
Yes, Anthony, at some point, one of them has to lose, no? And mainit-init itong laban na to. And I think it's quite fitting na ito yung huling laban for today because these are the 2 last undefeated teams, no, sa ating Juniors Cup. And kung malaki na itong JRU, well, makakatapat sila ng isang mas malaking frontline dito sa ating Eac Brigadiers, no? JRU again anchored in the middle by John Lord Cruz, JLC, ika nga, no, Anthony. And the Eac Brigadiers anchored by their army of bigs, no? Literal na army of bigs, led by the Brigadiers, no? So yes, Anthony. Let's see kung ano mangyari in this game.
All right, so eto Miles, balikan natin yung previous game ng Emilio Aguinaldo College Brigadiers. They won 83 versus 68 dito sa still winless UMAC Junior Herons. And again, second straight blowout win para dito sa Eac.
Yes, definitely in this game pinakita ng Eac, no, kung gaano sila kadominante inside. And not only that, no, even when they're not shooting well from deep, kitang-kita natin they only shot 3 out of 14, no. Hindi naman nagmamatter yon when you are already making the high percentage shots from the 2-point area. And they're also doing quite well from the free throw line, no. So even if you foul them inside, they will punish you from the free throw line.
And sinabi mo nga, Miles, yung size advantage ng Brigadiers in terms of their wings, their bigs. Sabi nga natin, this is probably the tallest front line sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. And in their win versus UMAC, Miles, kitang-kita mo, 36 rebounds and dagdagan pa natin 9 shot blocks for the Brigadiers.
Yes, 9 shot blocks including 4 shot blocks, no, combined dito kana Benji Baniquet at John Rain de la Cruz. This is an army of bigs that will make life difficult for JLC and dito kay Justin Sanchez, no. Hindi naman magpapatalo yung bigs ng JRU, kaya lang they probably haven't yet come across a front line as big as Eac.
Alright, so from the Brigadiers, balik naman tayo dito sa side ng JRU Light Bombers. Again, it was a win for them versus the St. Clair College of Caloocan Junior Saints. Pero this was much, closer of a battle para dito sa JRU.
This was much more even, Anthony, no? And this is because St. Clair had frontline tools themselves, no? So, sinagupit, of course, they gave John Lord Cruz a challenge, no, in this game. So this was much closer. Let's see, no. I think the 2 teams are quite even kasi the previous game for Eac, they came across a team that really didn't have a legitimate center, whereas JRU, they had a challenge in their front line and they won.
All right. So both teams really playing to their key strengths. Miles, sabi natin, size and size yung labanan nito, Inside presence kontra sa inside presence. Both teams really rebound well. Both teams, have really, decent rim protection. So, makikita natin, can a slightly undersized JRU squad, respond to the challenge versus a much taller Emilio Aguinaldo College Brigadier frontline. And in moments from now, we will send it over to our PA announcer for both schools' starting fives.
Afternoon mga kaliga, welcome to Pinoyliga Juniors Cup Season 2. It's EAC versus JRU, live on our official YouTube channel, Pinoyliga Cup, here at ENDERUN Titans Gym. Let us now meet the stars first for the EAC Brigadiers. Point guard number 2, David Garcia. Shooting guard number 4, James Castro. Power forward number 7, John Rain de la Cruz. Small forward number 8, Tristan Alam. And at center number 25, Prince Allen Taganas. Head coach is Noy Catalan. Now for the JRU Light Bombers. Power forward number 1, Jaden Bobu. Shooting guard number 10, Joren Garcia. Playing center number 18, John Lord Cruz. Small forward number 27, Clarence Alcaraz. And at point guard number 81, Lawrence Cinco. Head coach is J.M. Martin.
All right, we got our starting fives locked in. Castro in the backcourt para dito sa Emilio Aguinaldo. Taganas right there in the middle. De La Cruz and Alam are the forwards for them. And para naman dito sa JRU, it's Cinco and Garcia in the backcourt. JLC at the 5 spot, and Abubo and Alcaraz rounding out the wings. Moments away from tip-off. Here we go. And JRU controls the leather. They immediately go to their set. Noren Cinco, Abubo, looking to weave with JLC. The shot straight up for Lauren Cinco, bounces right out. Ito naman ang Emilio Aguinaldo College. John Rain de la Cruz from 16, making it rain from the mid-range.
You have to like what you're seeing from John Rain de la Cruz, showing a bit of range. No, you have to challenge him from that area.
Hindi kagad naka-close out doon, Miles, yung either of Jaden Abubo or si JLC. Kaya naman libre si John Rain. But meanwhile, JRU looking to respond with the mid-ranger of their own. Kumalug lang palabas. Castro now, they push it up ahead. And there's going to be a foul off the ball. Feeling ko, Miles, yan ang mas makikita natin sa larong ito, no? Yung extra, pushing inside the shaded lane. Kasi nga naman, sabi natin, battle of front lines to eh.
Yes, Anthony, when you have two teams battling for supremacy down low, you will see a lot of physicality. You will see a lot of fouls down low, no? Not even down low, kahit sa labas. Kasi magbabanggaan lahat yan to carve out some space for their offense.
Siyempre, ramdam natin yung intensity, Miles, because the solo number 1 seed sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup is up for grabs sa laro na ito. JLC with his first pull down of the game. Lawrence, hounded here by Tristan Alam. Handoff action dito kay Clarence Alcaraz. Lawrence Cinco off the curl, runs into trouble. And ball will be scrambled out of bounds, pero it's going to stick here sa side ng Light Bombers. 4 seconds sa kanilang shot clock.
So far, very good team defense shown by the Eac Brigadiers. No? Nasara nila yung driving lane ni Cinco ng maayos and without fouling. No? Even if they still have possession, that's only 4 seconds to manufacture a shot.
Alright, may lang tayo, Miles, yung ating medical staff checking up on an Eac player along the sideline. Pero magkakaroon dito ng quick substitution. Si Jairus Lee Ramos papasok dito sa laro. Cinco, baseline inbounds here. Who do they spot? No, it's going to be a reset for the baseline inbounds. Tristan Alam hounding Lawrence Cinco along the baseline. JLC straight away for free, John Lord Cruz.
Eac has to be concerned if John Lord Cruz will be consistent from that area. Alam natin malakas siya sa loob, but if he can show consistently that he can take out the opposing big to the perimeter, it will create a different look for their offense.
And JLC is hacked right there ni Prince Alan Ataganas. Pero to your point, no, Miles, si JLC, rarely do we see him, take freeze very early into the contest.
Well, if he's taking them this early, it could be that he's trying to get his confidence going for the game.
So let's see if that works for them. Garcia on the reception. Hounded here by Jairus Ramos. 5 with 8 seconds on the clock for JRU. Lawrence with 3 with 2. Has to force it up. Grazes the rim. Jaden Abubo gets it back. Jaden inside and 1 coming up for JA.
That was good team defense by Eac, but unfortunately, they were unable to secure the rebound. Whenever you play good defense, you make sure to end it with a rebound.
And ending it with a good rebound and an end-one opportunity is Jaden Abubo, starting power forward para dito sa JRU. Pero Miles, parang nakikita natin yung frontline combo ni JLC pati ni Jaden Abubo. They're taking it to Eac right now, no? Kasi wala pa dyan, hindi pa pinapasok yung kanilang string of really, really tall wings and bigs.
Ayun nga, the personnel of Eac on the floor isn't really their tallest lineup right now, so JRU is trying to make the most out of it.
Again, it's Prince Alan Taganas trying to shadow JLC right there. Matchup na tingnan natin if, can make some noise in this contest. Both of these teams, again, para sa ating audience, undefeated so far sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. Ramos to the curling Tristan Alam. 9 seconds on the Eac shot clock. Tristan Alam is fouled on the way up by Jaden Abubo.
That was bad offense actually by Eac. They were just bailed out by that foul, But he could have almost run into a trap and a turnover would have been forced on him, if he didn't get that foul.
Right, you are, Miles. Ito naman, Tristan Alam to the free throw stripe for the first time sa hapon na to. Had, decent game sa kanyang previous outing. Had 9 points and 6 boards for the starting SF nitong Brigadiers.
Yes, Anthony. And your SF, yung starting SF nila, he had 2 blocks in their last outing. He contributed to those 9 blocks that you mentioned earlier, Anthony. So he's not only just a wing, but he's really a big wing at the high school level.
And a good defender at that. Garcia, no look. JLC inside is fouled. And that's going to be against Prince Alan Taganas. And immediately, Miles, second personal na yun ni Prince Taganas.
Very good intentions by JRU taking the fight to Taganas and the other bigs of Eac, Tingnan natin how the JRU light bombers will respond kasi kung sakaling iupo si Taganas later on, may malalaki pa na ilalabas itong Eac Brigadiers.
But JL swishes its second charity. And speaking of size, ayan na, Zairel Makahipay checking into the ball game for the Brigadiers. Of course, Zairel, one of yung mga long and rangy wingmen nitong Emilio Aguinaldo. Castro over to Zairel. Hounded there by Jaden Abubo. Quick steal there by Lawrence Cinco. Counter steal ni Tristan Alam. Alam sidestep to the hole. Almost getting it in. Nakapagpigil ako ng hininga doon, Miles.
Napalakas lang yung tira. Actually, that was a very good layup. Very good effort by Alam to get that steal. Go for the layup, na foul lang, but it could have very well been an end one,
And para naman dagdagan yung rim protection nitong light bombers, Justin Santos, yung leading shot blocker nila, pinasok na rin sa laro.
Yes, ito si Justin is their leading shot blocker, and he matches up very well doon sa long and rangy bigs ng Eac Brigadiers.
Alright, so Tristan Alam back to the free throw stripe after that sidestep and hop move. Oh, look at that box out action off the ball, Miles. JLC tsaka si John Rain de la Cruz talagang nagpapakita ng siko, diba? Ng mga hindi nakapapansin ng referee.
Yun yung mga mini battles down low na hindi nakikita.
Meanwhile, eye in the sky on Miles. Lawrence Cinco to Justin Santos.
Eac caught sleeping there. They didn't defend that pass, no, leading to that easy alley-oop.
Alam, no, it's a kick out. Castro circling it around to Jairus Ramos. Dipsy-do move by Jairus.
That's how you break the zone with quick passes, no? And when you see a gap, doon ka lang atake. And he attacked with good intentions, no? With very intentional attack leading to that dipsy-do layup.
John Lord, quick dip. Justin Santos back-to-back buckets. And now JRU inching closer. 8-11 is our tally. Zyrel Makahipay. Handoff dito kay Castro. Using the Zyrel screen, Makahipay, right wing free. Too strong that time. Garcia, na-foul siya bago maka-leak out dun sa fast break.
So nakikita natin so far, Anthony, JRU is trying to leak out every time they secure the possession. No? Alam nila na may size advantage ng konti, ng bahagya itong Eac. So every chance they get, no, especially since Eac is trying to do somewhat of a press, no, and one of the ways to beat a press is try to go for a fast break.
Very true, Miles. So 11-8 is our score. 5:17 to go in our first quarter. Ayun na, yung player of the game ng Brigadiers from their last contest, John Russell Sernas, entering now to the ball game. Para naman sa JRU, Juan Cian Coronel, Miles, the former Beda Red Cub, now shooting up para dito sa mga bata ng Mandaluyong.
Yes, JRU Light Bombers adding depth, no, to their lineup. They lost quite a number of key pieces, no, from last year's campaign, but now they're adding depth, no, both in their front court and in their back court.
I remember itong si Juan Cian Coronel in other tournaments that I've covered. No, this guy was a shooter para sa Red Cub. So let's see kung madadala niya rin yun para dito sa JRU. And checking in moments from now will be Marky Navera, but back to the action we go. Jairus Lee over to Zyrel. Short stab. Finally, Zyrel Makahipay gets the roll and in.
Yan na nga yung sinasabi nating advantage nitong Eac, no. He just shot it over the defense there, no. Walang magawa. That was good defense. Wala ka na lang talaga magagawa when your opponent is that tall and long.
Let's see how JRU can respond dito, Miles. Lawrence, Cinco, the drive down the lane. Rebound there by Jairus Ramos. Up ahead they go. Zyrel Makahipay, finger roll in two. And ayan na, Zyrel Makahipay, Miles, has surpassed yung tali niya na 3 points lang nung previous outing nila. So, pretty good showing there para kay Zyrel.
Yes, Anthony, and let's see if he will surpass, though, yung 4-assist outing niya last game. Again, this is not just a tall guy, but this is a tall guy with vision, no. Nakakatakot yung potential ni Makahipay.
Correct, Miles. Russell, over now to Aliam. Balik dito kay Zyrel. They dump it down low to John Rain de la Cruz. Bounce pass is intercepted right there ni Alcaraz. Clarence up ahead to Lawrence. Block up top by Tristan. Pero foul daw, sabi ng ating referee.
But before that play, Anthony, very good footwork, no? Pinakita na De La Cruz. Just that, he got doubled, no? But it would have been a good shot, no? Had he not been doubled there.
And this was our ENDERUN quality time on display. Lawrence Cinco to Justin Santos. And now the Eac ceiling has just gotten higher. Miles, pinasok na dito si Double B, Benji Baniked, joined by Mark Lacambra into the ball game now for the Brigadiers. So a little bit more ceiling to their front line.
And this is interesting, Anthony. Si Benji Baniked, siya yun ang dakdak, no? Doon sa previous game nila. And at the high school level, mas nakakatakot yung mga nandadakdak because it's so much rarer, no? It turns the momentum much more than in the college game.
JLC, same spot. Kani-kanina lang! Ulit na naman for John Lord Cruz.
JLC showing that he has that in this arsenal, no? It's not a one-off gimmick. Talagang meron siya nun. It will augur well for his college ball prospects, no?
And meanwhile, traveling against Eac. Pero to your point, no, Miles, rarely do we see John Lord Cruz, you know, starting out games firing from the perimeter. No, kasi alam natin, straight line drive yan, aatake sa loob. But if JLC is building his confidence from the outside, that only, you know, bodes well para dito sa Light Bombers.
Definitely, not just for his team, no, but also for his college prospects. Again, at his size, he could be a wing, no, he could be a very muscular wing at the college level.
Very true. Marky Navera, kick out. Juan Cian Coronel. Can't go back-to-back freeze para dito sa JRU. And dribbling violation against Cyril Makahipay.
But that's a good shot for Coronel, no? That's the calling card, no? That's essentially his bread and butter, no? Yung outside shooting niya. And JRU will need a lot of that because both teams are not really exceptionally shooting well outside, no? So the team that could shoot better from the outside in this game could very well be the winner.
Yun yung parang X-factor natin dito, Miles, eh, no? Navera, balik dito kay Juan Coronel. Cian, kick out. Marky, top of the key, free. Rattles in and out for Marky. Who will get to it? It's Lacambra. Mark down the lane. Lacambra. Follow-up slam. Was late. Justin Santos will take it to the up.
Ang bilis ng mga pangyayari doon. And that was sorry miss, no, by Eac, leading to a fast break by the JRU Light Bombers.
Naunahan sila dun sa 50-50 ball, eh, no, Miles?
Oh, and it's those 50-50 balls that can make or break your game sometimes.
Here we go, Jailus Real Ramos. Ramos down the lane. Scoop shot is good off the window.
Ginamit niya yung katawan niya to shield from the shot blocker, no? That would have been a block, but he was able to use his body para maiwas yung bola doon.
Kanina, Miles, we were harking on yung frontline strength ng Eac, no? Pero it's so far, yung mga drives nitong si Jairus Ramos, very fearless, no?
Yeah, and he's not afraid. And it's probably because he also has very tall teammates, no? So whenever he drives to the lane at matakpan siya, alam niya na merong sasalo sa kanya ng mga big men.
Siguro hinihintay niya, nandun si Benji Baniket para i-follow up slam. Alright. So Eac up by free, 17-14. 1:25 to go in our opening quarter. Coronel back out to Marky. Juan Cian. Lexi Kaluwing now into the ball game for the Light Bombers. Lexi, drive, drop off, stolen away. Here comes Jairus Lee Ramos. One-handed floater, no rebound. Is fouled right there. Etong si Mark Lacambra with a stretch board.
But before that, Anthony, good defense, good zone defense, no, by the Eac Brigadiers. Hindi makapasok yung bola sa loob, no, na alam nila kung saan pupunta yung bola for JRU. For JRU, I think they should probably try to attack the middle, no, and the high post more kasi 2-3 zone yung pinapakita ng Eac.
Kasi Miles, yung pag sinusubukan mo i-bust yung zone, it's about just finding those gaps talaga, eh, no?
That's true. Yung positioning ng JRU in that possession, nagtutugma doon sa positioning ng 2-3 zone. So maybe if they just change that a bit, no, and put players doon sa gaps, maybe they could attack that zone better.
Showing press right here. Marky breaks it in time. Navera back out to Lexi. Kaluwing, shadowed there by Russell Cernias. Juan Cian Coronel with only 10 to work with. Juan Cian, top of the key, free! Finally, drops for Juan Cian Coronel.
That's the specialty of the house, though, for Juan Cian Coronel. And that should force Eac, no, to respect the perimeter of JRU more.
Banikid soaring high for that. This is Banikid, follow up, no. Ends up with Ron Lamborto. Runner is good for Ron. You up by free, 20-17. Last of the first quarter. Marky Navera now. With only 3 on the clock, Marky step back, 16-footer, good! Marky Navera right at the horn just as we end the first quarter. The smallest guy on the floor for JRU doing damage, 22-17. Diyan po magtatapos ang ating opening quarter. Alright mga kaliga, balik tayo dito sa ENDERUN College Gym for our Juniors Cup Season 2 matchup featuring the JRU Light Bombers and the Eac Brigadiers. Sabi natin, Miles, yung magiging battle dito, yung size of the front line. Pero hindi. Nung pagtatapos ng ating opening quarter, Marky Navera right at the horn with a 16-footer.
Great presence of mind by Marky Navera, driving down the lane and going for a pull-up. That's yung pull-up jumper na yun, no, is really something that you need to have in your arsenal, especially for those late clock situations.
And lalong-lalo na kung undersized guard ka eh.
That's very true, Anthony.
Alright, back to the action. Labordo, handoff dito kay Mark Lacambra. Ron over to Russell Cernias. 8 seconds on the Eac shot clock. Russell Cernias, spin jumper, no! Labordo, follow-up, jump shot. Still no good. Who gets to it first? Lexi Kaluwing. No, it's stolen by Russell Cernias. Underneath, no. Russell, second attempt. Still no good. No, it finally rattles home. Pati ako dun, Miles, nagulo. Ko alam kung papasok na yung tira nila.
Para siya, no, 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 yes.
It's that type of shot. Eac now with possession here. Sloppy hand intercepted by Marky. Marky Navera all the way. Dipsy-do move. Sayang lang yun for Marky Navera. Meanwhile, ito na. John Russell Cernias kick out. Ron Labordo inches closer. Yes, on the runner.
That's what Ajax need to do. Turn up the speed, no? Kanina, nung nag-settle down na into a half-court set, mas lumalamang yung JRU.
The pace is just getting faster and faster. Lexi Kaluwing misfiring that time. Russell Cernias looking to run. The D-cell step by Russell. Rebounded there by Andre Gamboa. Here come the Light Bombers and Juan Cian Coronel. Still a 1-point game. 22 JRU, 21 Eac. Marquis rejects the Justin Santos screen. Moving it around is JRU. 7 seconds on the clock for them. Cian Coronel in trouble. The dish, Lexi Kaluwing. Short sa kanyang runner.
That was a great pass. Just didn't get the shot in.
Oh, look at that block. Justin Santos. Top shelf reach for the rejection.
Hindi lang daw EAC ang merong malaki rito, no? Specialty of the house for Justin Santos. Tingnan natin dito sa replay. He stayed vertical. Inabangan niya talaga yung kamay. And there was nothing that the opponent could do, no, but to watch his shot fly off to the stands.
And that was our extremely defensive play hatid sa atin ni Justin Santos. Meanwhile, itong si Russell Cernias, a little bit too slow to get up. Marky Navera, good sportsmanship, helping him up. So Russell seems to be okay, pero balik ulit dito. Jairus Lee Ramos. Very excellent first quarter for this guy.
Yes, very fearless for Ramos. So he just goes for the straight line drive. And he knows how to fish for fouls and also to find his teammates, no, inside.
Zyrel Makahipay absorbs contact. Rebound there by Justin Santos against 2 Brigadiers. Lawrence Cinco now. Using the spin against Mark Lacambra. Cinco over to Justin Santos. Floater in the lane. Good for Justin Santos.
That's a good shot in the arsenal for Justin Santos. Yung mga floater na ganun sa loob, it's hard to block and especially yung timing nun, no, ang hirap abangan.
At Miles, kung yung rim protector mo, nag-contribute na ng 6 points early on, malaking tulong yun sa'yo.
Definitely, and that's why they have a slight lead, no, because their front line is contributing. Malaki yung front line na Eac, but if your front line is somehow able to keep the bigs of Eac busy, you'll be in for you'll have a good night, no? You'll have a good afternoon against the other team.
Gamboa, top of the key triple. Too strong that time. Ball is stopped. Ends up with Marky. Fade away in the lane. Rims out. Rebounded there by Mark Lacambra. Here comes Zyrel Makahipay. Down the lane, Zyrel. No resistance at all.
Ang hirap bantayan nun, Anthony, when you have someone that tall with handles and with good reach, no? Ang hirap bantayan nun going for the layup.
Lawrence Cinco, mahirap pabantayan, Miles. The spin and the glasser. Lawrence Cinco.
Narinig tayo, Anthony, and Lawrence Cinco showing what makes him a very dependable wing, no? Yung footwork, yung body control, leading to that layup in the end one.
Lawrence Cinco, the X-free stand out. showing why he is such a deadly scorer dito sa Pinoyliga Juniors Cup.
Yung ganong footwork, Anthony, that's what makes a good 3x3 player. No? In 3x3, you have to manufacture your shot a lot. And when you can do those spin moves, no, ang hirap bantayan nun in a 3x3 setting.
Back to the ball game we go. JRU just up by 3, 26-23. Zyrel Makahipay in the lane. Can't get it back though. Lawrence with a spin and they cross midcourt. Here comes Cinco down the lane again. Rolling it right to the rim. Goodness me, Lawrence Cinco. Back-to-back acrobatic plays. Prince Alan Taganas is fouled on the way up.
Ayan na nga, no? Eac is going down low to Taganas. One of their dependable bigs. In their previous game, he had 11 points and 4 rebounds. And he was actually perfect from the line, no? But let's see if he can replicate the same performance in this game.
So Prince Alan Taganas. At hindi lang yung scoring yung inaasahan nila sa kanya dito. It's also trying to at least neutralize itong si John Lord Cruz.
Yes, and so far kanina medyo hirap sila kay John Lord Cruz. But that's also partly because pinakitaan agad sila ni John Lord Cruz na outside shooting.
Again, so Prince still at the free throw stripe. 5:58 in our second quarter. JRU slim 4-point lead. Prince can't cut it down though. Garcia with the board. Looking to set things up for them. Garcia gets it back. Right wing triple. Rims out. Justin Santos the tap. And is it going to be a loose ball foul, Miles?
Yes, that should be a loose ball foul on the Eac Brigadiers. No? They weren't able to box out Justin Santos in time. That's why he was able to get that tip. No?
All right, so okay. Timeout for the JRU bench, and we'll pause right there. 28-24 is our score. Mga kaliga, patuloy ang aksyon dito sa ating Juniors Cup at the ENDERUN College Gym as we take a look at the Jose Rizal Light Bombers bench. And now, off the huddle, itong Eac Brigadiers. So 28-24 is our score. JRU still up by 4. 5:39 left in our first half of action. So JRU still looks in pretty much, good shape. Miles, pero you notice something na wala yung two key players nila from last outing though.
Yes, Anthony, wala today si Migs Lugtuno who had 15 points and 5 assists in their previous game. Wala rin si Ian Paras, one of their bigs who had 5 points and 2 blocks in their previous game.
Kitang dito si Justin Santos. So just moments ago had another alley-oop finish mula dito kay Lawrence Cinco. Volleyball, pero may foul on the ground.
And Siren Makahipay doing what a tall wing at the high school level should be doing. No? Normally, si John Lord Cruz yung gumagawa nun sa opposing wings ng kalaban. But this time, it's Makahipay doing it to JRU.
So, their timeout lets the bench Eac Brigadiers for a quick break. Magbabalik po kami dito sa Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. Kaliga, we are still here at the ENDERUN College Gym for the battle of the number 1 and number 2 seeds sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup Season 2. Both teams still undefeated across 2 games each. Sino ang magiging de facto number 1 natin? Top of the key triple does not work. Zairel Makahipay gets it back though. 11 on the shot clock there. Underneath, blocked again by Justin Santos. This time it's against Prince Alan Taganas. Wrestling for the ball is Zairel and Clarence Alcaraz. Grabe yung intensity nitong dalawang to, Miles.
Kitang-kita mo na gusto nilang makaisa doon sa kalaban nila. There's probably some sort of a rivalry between them, knowing na sila na lang yung undefeated teams in the Juniors Cup.
And again, diba, you don't want to, be the first team to get that first loss for you. Lalo na if you're maintaining an undefeated record. Lawrence 5 now against the Eac D. Kick out dito kay Clarence Alcaraz. Right wing free. Alcaraz splashes it home.
And Anthony, that's been the secret as to why JRU is leading in this game. No, it's not really because they're controlling the interior. Both of these teams aren't exactly the best outside shooting teams, no. So having that outside shot fall for you is really a swing factor as to why the JRU Light Bombers are leading so far.
I like what you said, no, Miles, kasi judging by yung mga previous, coverages natin for JRU and EAC, they're not really to be 3-point shooting teams.
Yes, nandidikdik talaga sila sa ilalim, no. So kung sino sa kanila yung magkaroon ng mas decenteng shooting outing can actually dictate the outcome of this game, no. Kung magtablahan lang sila sa loob, kung sino yung mas makashoot sa labas, magkakaroon siya ng konting edge against the other team. No? And so far, that's been the case for the JRU Light Bombers.
So, our officials just sorting out things dito sa ating scorers table. Oh, may warning na pinituhan dito sa JRU Light Bombers bench for delay of game. But Prince Alan Taganas is unsuccessful on his first free throw though. So baka gumana yung kanilang pass kay Prince.
And you can hear the bench of the JRU Light Bombers. They're doing everything to help their team win this game, including cheering on their teammates.
Ano lang, Miles, a little gamesmanship, diba? Yun lang yun.
Definitely, and you'd love to see that. Basta may sportsmanship pa rin at the end of the day. But you try to do everything to gain an advantage.
Di nila alam, binabantayan sila doon ni Coach Raypod. Diba? To keep the peace between the two. Okay, balik tayo dito. Clarence Alcaraz trying to break the pressure here by Eac. And Tristan Sipat. Sipat falls to the ground. Blocked there by Zairel Makahipay. 12 seconds sa Light Bomber shot clock. Joren Garcia, runner in the lane. High off the window is good for Joren Garcia.
Once again, nag-breakdown na naman yung defense ng Eac Brigadiers, and that's what allowed Garcia to get that floater in the lane.
Mataas yung degree of difficulty na yon. But eto, Jairus Lee Ramos. Zairel Makahipay testing the D of Berlinan. Makahipay from 16. Line drive is short. Gamboa with the board. Bigla na lang 11-point lead para sa JRU. Lawrence 5, that's gonna be a charge against Lawrence.
He lowered his shoulder right there. That was definitely an offensive foul. That was the right call.
So JRU suddenly built an 11-point advantage laban dito sa Eac Brigadiers. 35-24. 3:24 in our first half of action. Jairus Lee Ramos setting things up. Here comes Dwayne Ferrer. Sipat. Over to Zairel. Alam. Oh, easy steal. No. Gets away though. Jairus Lee Ramos. Kick out there from the corner. Ferrer. No. Follow up by Alam. And the ball will go the other way to JRU.
That was a very, very physical box out play, leading to that foul. Pero kanina, I think Alam got a bit too fancy right there. That was almost a steal. That's a no-no. You never try to over-dribble kung maganda yung defensive position ng bantay mo.
And kung over-dribble sa kabila, dito naman errant pass for Lawrence 5. So Eac will retake possession here. 2:49 to go. Still at 11-point lead para dito sa Light Bombers. Tristan Sipat against Gamboa. Balik dito kay Zyrel Makahipay. 11 on the shot clock for Eac. Makahipay, Dipsidu. The follow again. Makahipay down low. Swatted up by Gamboa. But that's going to be a foul.
That's good intentions by Makahipay right there. He knows that he has the size advantage. Not just the size advantage, pero yung reach niya, no? Nakita natin kanina, he was able to get a shot over his defender. Hindi mo mababantayan kung ganun kataas yung arc ng tira niya.
So Zyrel, Kansas first free throw. Itong si Zyrel, no, para sa ating YouTube audience, no, their previous outing struggled a bit, was a bit tentative. Miles was, looking to facilitate. Pero dito, napaka-aggressive in this first half. Itong si Zyrel Makahipay, battle for the board, trying to save. Was Gamboa, pero Brigadiers with possession.
You know, Anthony, what would unlock the game of Makahipay more, no, is if he develops a good outside shot. May handles na siya for someone that tall, no, and it's what allows him to get in the lane. But if he can shoot that jumper consistently, mas mahihirapan yung kalaban nila, no, to pack the lane and prevent his drives.
Very true. So Tristan Sipat now, handoff dito kay Dwayne Ferrer from the outside. Splashes it from the corner, Dwayne Ferrer.
That's just what Eac needs, no? Outside shooting. They can't just try to get into the lane every time.
Like what you said, Miles, eto, kumbaga yung magiging, differentiating factor natin sa battle of the number 1 seed. Berlinan inside, tries to double clutch, wala yon. Tristan Alam with the board. Here come the Brigadiers, last 2 minutes of our first half. Alam challenging JLC. And a little bit of a brush off between Tristan and John Lord Cruz. Pero they were able to settle things immediately.
That's good sportsmanship from them both. And actually, medyo parehong-pareho yung laro nila, no, relative to their position. Medyo mature na yung pangangatawan nila, no, compared to other players in their position in high school. And that's the advantage, no, that teams usually try to take advantage of kapag nasa high school level. No. Kung meron kang player na masyadong mature kumpara sa mga bantay niya.
Kasi yun yung diba? Miles, yung cliche na phrase na, diba, men amongst boys eh. Pero yun nga, it's very evident lalo sa juniors cup level kung makakita ka ng someone who's just physically mature, diba? More mature than you are.
Yun na nga, Anthony, ang hirap maghanap ng player na man among boys, like you said, at the high school level. So kung meron kang ganong player, you try to make the most, no, out of that player, whether that's a big, whether it's a wing driving down the lane, or even a guard, no, yung mga guard na power guard, ika nga, no, yung talagang kayang postehan even yung opposing guards.
That's right. Trouble in the backcourt here for JRU. Juan Cian Coronel releases to Marquis. Marquis Navera with 12 on the shot clock. Marquis stopped on the drive. Ends up with JLC. 15-footer is good again for John Lord Cruz, showing the outside touch.
Anthony, it looks like nag-practice ng outside shooting si John Lord Cruz heading into this game, knowing na medyo mas matatangkad yung kalaban niya, and that's one of the ways he can equalize the game.
Wala pa yung straight line drive, ha, Miles? Alam from 14 responds immediately. Tristan Alam.
And the stars are coming out to play. Tristan Alam, he has that in the bag, and it will make him very dangerous for later on in the game.
Oh, Juan Cian Coronel spotting Adrian Berlinan right on the other end of the block. Pero magta-timeout tayo dito. JRU bench will pause for a bit. 37-32. Mga kaliga, nagbabalik tayo dito sa ENDERUN College Gym for the battle of undefeated squads sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup Season 2. JRU, Eac, only 5 points separating the two with only 54.3 seconds left in our first half of action. And before we pause for the timeout, Miles, sabi natin, nagpapalitan na talaga dito yung mga big names, no, for both schools, no, JLC, for JRU. Dito naman sa kabila, Tristan Alam, giving them a good lift. Pero ito, baseline inbounds just being sorted out by our officials. So for the last 54 seconds, it's Juan Cian Coronel, JLC, Adrian Berlinan, Marky Navera, and Clarence Alcaraz on the attack here para sa JRU. Para sa Eac naman, it's Russell, Sernias, Castro, Ferrer, Aliam, and Cyril Makahipay. JLC gets it. Release over to Juan Coronel. Alcaraz from the corner. Off rim. Cyril Makahipay with the board. Cyril up ahead to Ferrer. No, Cyril Makahipay! Follow up jam!
Cyril Makahipay just showing what makes him a very unfair player. No? Siya yung rebound, siya yung nagbaba ng bola, siya yung nag-follow up jam.
And assist now, Miles. Cyril Makahipay up ahead for the pass. John Lord Cruz will finger roll it in. What action are we seeing here, Miles? The slam by Cyril. JLC with a finger roll. Timeout muna tayo dito. Magpapalik ang Pinoy Liga Juniors Cup. But take a look at this again, Miles. Cyril Makahipay pressing the up on the elevator. And JLC with a fast break lay. We'll pause for a quick break. Alright mga kaliga, we are still here at the ENDERUN College Gym. Last 21 and a half seconds left in our first half of action. Pero grabe naman, Miles, yung huling 10 seconds na na-witness natin doon. Here we go. Tristan Alam trying to spot Russell. Sernias loses it on the way up though. Last 8 seconds of the first half. Juan Cian Coronel to JLC. Right on the money. Eac looking to counter, stolen by Clarence Alcaraz. The heave. And that will end our first half of action. An action-packed indeed of a first 20 minutes of play. 41-36. JRU a slim 5-point advantage at the half. Magbabalik po ang Pinoy Liga Juniors Cup. Hello ulit mga kaliga, and we meet you at the halfway point of our Pinoyliga Juniors Cup matchup featuring the JRU Light Bombers and the Eac Brigadiers. And after our first 20 minutes of action, Miles, 5-point lead at the half para dito sa JRU, 41-36.
And as we talked about earlier, Anthony, no, the 3-point shooting might be the difference maker in this game. Kita natin, both teams not particularly shooting well, but because the JRU Light Bombers have shot more 3-pointers, meron silang slight edge over the Eac Brigadiers. No? Tingnan natin yung top scorers. We have Cruz and Santos. They're both perfect from the field. No? So far, walang magawa yung Eac, no, to defend them. And probably the spacing created by the outside shooting of the Light Bombers are contributing to that.
And of course, you did mention, Miles, no? Surprising for John Lord Cruz na he has not missed from 3-point area to this point of the ball game.
Yes, 2 out of 2 siya, no? From the very same spot, no, doon sa right side ng wing. No? While for the Eac Brigadiers, they also have a perfect outing, no, from Tristan Alam from the free throw line. Very aggressive. He's trying to get to the line. Same with Makahipay. Those are good habits, no, getting into the second half of the game because they can punish JRU for fouling them.
Sabi nga natin, Miles, in the top of our coverage, pag size and size yung labanan, frontline sa frontline, outside shooting becomes our X factor. That posible can decide the outcome of this game.
Yes, Anthony, and surprisingly lang, no, for the JRU Light Bombers, yung X factor nila from the outside is in the form of John Lord Cruz, no, who is supposed to be their inside operator, but in this game, 2 out of those 4 3-pointers nanggaling sa kanya, and he's still perfect from the outside.
While Coach Noy Catalan at the helm of the Emilio Aguinaldo College Brigadiers just having a word with our scorers table here. Pero moments away of starting our third quarter of action. So possession arrow will point to the side of Emilio Aguinaldo. Pero Miles, no, as we begin our third quarter, at some point nung second, lamang ng 11 itong JRU. But at the half, you know, Emilio Aguinaldo cut it down to at least 5 points.
Yes, Emilio Aguinaldo was able to cut down the lead, no, partly because they were able to force turnovers and speed up the game. Nakita natin they like to play fast, especially when Cernias is on the floor. No? And that's probably the key for them to win. They have to speed up the game and play to their advantage. No? They're more athletic, they're taller, they can get to the shaded lane better. No? They just have to speed the game a bit more.
And leading them in that first half was Zairel Makahipay. Pero just moments ago, itong si Lawrence Cinco had a runner off the glass. Continuing yung strong play ni Lawrence from our first half. So ito na, Tristan Alam to inbound to Zairel. Makahipay against JLC. Kick out here all day to shoot. Comes up short ang Eac doon. Here comes JRU looking to attack this time.
That was actually a very good look from outside, no? And hindi niya lang ma-shoot. And until Eac is able to convert those open 3-pointers, medyo may hirapan sila habulin itong maliit na lamang. No? Medyo sizable lead na ng JRU Light Bombers.
Oh, it's going the other way as Castro crashes hard to the floor. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul against yung starting power forward ng JRU na si Jaden Abubo. So Brigadiers will retake possession here.
Si Jaden Abubo probably gives up 3 or 2 inches, no, doon sa kanyang bantay, but he has those wide shoulders and he's able to keep his defender out of the shaded lane.
And Jaden is now matched up dito kay Benji Banique at Castro. Kick out there, Zairel Makahipay from the outside. Zairel drills it from the left wing.
That's what you need to see from Zairel Makahipay, no? And that makes him a very intriguing college prospect. Yung ganyang katangkad na wing, not only has handles, but now he can hit from the outside.
Sabi natin, Miles, he has that build, no? Para sa, you know, yung mga Arwin Santos type of tall wings at the college level. Pero here we go. Lawrence Cinco, pull up there for Lawrence. Back rim, rebounded by Clarence Alcaraz. 14 on the shot clock there for JRU. Lawrence in trouble, stolen there by Castro. Here comes Zyrel Makahipay, last dish. Oh, Castro gets hung up there on the rim. Meanwhile, it's back to Andre Castro. This time blocked there by Clarence Alcaraz, rebounded by Jaden Abubo. And Joren Garcia is holding to his right shoulder. Looks to be really banged up. Itong si Joren Garcia. And if we remember, Miles, in one of our earlier coverage para sa JRU, itong si Joren Garcia, diba, he has had some hard falls already sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup.
Yes, Anthony, itong si Jorel Garcia, he's not afraid of contact, no? Ito yung kind of player na makikipagpalitan ng mukha, no? And he runs after those 50-50 balls. When you have a guard going after those 50-50 balls, it's always good kasi minsan yung, especially yung missed outside shots, no? Hindi na maaabot ng big man yan. So yeah, you need to have guards who have great house hustle, and ganun nga si Garcia.
All right, Lawrence Cinco now looking to set things up for JRU. JLC to hand it off to Markey. That's denied by the D of Eac. Jaden Abubo. Alcaraz, 6 seconds on the JRU shot clock. Lawrence Cinco, right wing triple. Back rim, rebounded by Benji Banikid. And it's going to be foul number 3 on Jaden Abubo. Kaya naman si Justin Santos, Miles, sa harap ng broadcast table, ready to check in na ulit. Oh, that's number 4 on Jaden Abubo. With just 7:36 pa ang natitira dito sa third quarter.
He's been playing very physical defense at kailangan niya mag-extra effort to kasi mas malaki yung mga bantay niya sa kanya. No? Naturally, he will have to compensate by giving more physicality.
James Castro over to Zyrel. The cross on Justin Santos. Zyrel carving out space. And that's going to be extra steps para dito kay Zyrel Makahipay.
Gumalaw, no? Yung kanyang pivot foot. Ang ganda sana nung spin eh. Kaya lang napatapak yung pivot foot niya right after that clean spin.
Run out of room nung nakasulubong niya si Justin Santos and John Lord Cruz inside. Santos loses it. Banikid gets to it. Here comes Castro. Dish off to Tristan. The flyby fake. Oh, and gets the end one off of JLC. Very patient move by Tristan Alam. Di makapaniwala doon si JLC, Miles. So.
Alam mo, Anthony, itong si Tristan Alam, he reminds me of Cory Maguete, no? Yung wing player na ang lakas sa ilalim, no? He just creates a lot of mismatches against opposing wings. Kita natin doon na fakean niya. And even with the foul, na-shoot niya pa rin yung bola.
And Tristan Alam completes the 3-point play and it is now just a 1-point lead para sa JRU. They were up by 11 nung second quarter lang natin. What a comeback here by the Brigadiers. And that's going to be another foul. I think it's going to be on Benji Banikid. But it's just the first on Benji. So JRU will still have possession here with 16 under 24. Lawrence kick out to Justin Santos. The weave over to Markey. Navera from 16. Can't hit it. Zyrel Makahipay with a takedown. Over now to Tristan Alam. Alam from 14. No, it's a drop pass to Benji Banikid for the jump hook.
Hirap pantayan nung short jumper na yun, no? It's what you need to have in your arsenal kung packed yung ilalim.
And now, Eac with the lead by 1, 44-43 after that Alam to Banikid assist leading to a short hook inside. So the Brigadiers completing the comeback here. 6:18 to go sa ating third period.
A lot of it, Anthony, has to do with the aggressiveness of Tristan Alam, no? Getting into the lane until such time na they have to pack the paint, no? Para hindi siya makascore. And that's what allowed him, no? That's what led him to give that drop pass to his big man for the ED2.
Eto, Miles, tutulong dito kay Tristan Alam. Jairus Lee Ramos and Russell Sernas, yung backcourt nila that had a, strong showing nung first half natin.
Yes, etong si Sernas really speeds up the game every time he's on the floor. He's really trying to go for those fast break attempts.
So tie game we have here, 44 apiece, 6:13 to go in our third. Russell Sernas over to Jairus Ramos. Jairus sees the cutting Benji Baniken. Baniken is blocked again by Justin Santos. Oh, error that time. Marky Navera and Justin Santos with a turnover in their own half. So Eac will restart here.
That's an unusual error for the high IQ point guard Marky Navera, no? Coming out of Angelicum USD. Mautak maglaro to, no? So uncharacteristic turnover right there.
Sernas with the miss. Who gets to it? Zyrel Makahipay again. Using his length. Zyrel on the drive. Up and under. Loses it. Zyrel. Second effort is good for Zyrel Makahipay.
Grabe yung shiftiness ni Makahipay there. He didn't get called for the travel this time. Nagawa niya ng paraan. Missed the shot but he was able to grab it again for that easy two.
Good second jump by Zyrel. JLC, the pivots will not work against Prince Taganas. Ayun, sabi natin si Prince Taganas kanina na uunahan ni JLC. Pero this time, sabi niya siguro, okay, medyo na nababasa ko na yung moves ni JLC. John Lord from the corner. Rattles out. Sana, that was his third triple of the ball game. Counter steal here by Justin Santos. Marky Navera on the leak out. Marky with the left. No! Tristan Alam with the board. Alam now looking to set things up for Eac. Alam on the blow by Tristan Alam and one coming up.
Specialty of the house for Tristan Alam. No? He's really good at those straight line drives. And when he gets some momentum going, hindi mo na siya mapipigilan. No? He's so shifty, so bull strong, and even if you foul him, he can get those 2 points.
Look at this, Miles. The strength, sabi mo, coming off that drive for Tristan Alam, very strong in terms of yung upper body niya for a small forward. Itong si Tristan.
That's a grown man layup right there.
Sabi mo kanina, Miles, yung comparison niya, Cory Maggette. Pero gawin nating Gen Z, Cam Whitmore. Yung mga ganon, diba? Or gawin nating local. Ano? Sino pa ba? Si Jericho Cruz.
Jericho Cruz,
Ganon,
definitely.
Diba?
Yung power, small forward, no? Power wing.
Yeah.
Nga.
Bench here of JRU trying to sort things out with our officials, as with Coach Noy Catalan. Nandun din on the other side of their broadcast table. Of course, both benches here, Miles. Parang ayaw mo talaga ibigay ito. Lalo na yung Pinoyliga Juniors Cup natin, it's going to be a relatively short tournament. Kaya kung makuha mo yung de facto #1 seat, napakalaking bagay na nun.
Yes, and it's not just because you're getting a favorable matchup, no, heading into the final stages ng tournament, but also just the psychological advantage. Yung makaisa ka, for all we know, baka itong dalawa yung magtapat sa ating finals, no? At kung alam mo na natalo mo na sila before at alam mo na kung paano sila talunan, that's definitely a psychological boost heading into such a matchup.
Yeah, and especially magkikita rin to sa kanilang mother league, no? Starting very, very soon. Kaya nga itong Pinoyliga Juniors Cup natin gives us an excellent preview of things to come para sa yung parehong eskwelahan na to.
Yes, Anthony. And it's also an excellent showcase, no? Doon sa talento nitong mga batang ito. Alam natin, they're also trying to get into quality college programs. And what better way to show your wares, no? Or to show kung gaano ka nag-improve during the off-season than showing your wares dito sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup.
Yung nga, no, Miles, that was yung sabi natin, day 1 pa lang, no? Hindi lang yung coaching staff mo, yung teammates mo yung tumitingin sa'yo dito. Even eyeballs from other schools, diba, are looking at you. Pero our officials now about to give the verdict dun sa huling play ni Tristan Alam. Oh, wow. Big development here. Kung narinig natin ng tama yun, Miles. 4th personal foul. Laban na kay John Lord Cruz. It's still 5:03 ang natitira sa ating third period.
If you're JRU, you have to be very concerned doon sa 4th foul ni John Lord Cruz. Eac has already taken the lead at this game now. The momentum has swung to their side. Lumamang na sila and they're actually up by 4 points right now. No? It could go up to 5 if Taganas makes the free throw here. But going back to your point, itong si John Lord Cruz is very important in their offense. He's their leading scorer and he figures quite well no, into their fourth quarter hopes no, kung gusto nilang manalo in this game.
So hindi lang yung scoring output, Miles, yung titingnan mo kung ikaw yung JRU, pati yung ka-matchup dito ni Zyrel Makahipay who's having a very very strong second half or let alone yung whole game, di ba, for Zyrel Makahipay. So now off benches as we take a look at the JRU talking things over as well as Coach Noy Catalan here sa kanyang Brigadiers.
Going back to your point, Anthony, no, about Makahipay, kailangan mo ng someone na kaya mag-match up sa kanya. And sa roster ng JRU Light Bombers, si John Lord Cruz yun, no, he has the same physical tools almost kay Makahipay. No? Nakita natin si Makahipay, he's just a cheat code. No? He's just a walking mismatch at his position. Ang laro niya is probably 3 or 4 and he's shiftier, he's taller, and he's also fast no, for his position.
So we'll see how the JRU coaching staff can, find yung mga plug-in solutions nila. Lalo na foul trouble si John Lord Cruz and also si Jaden Abubo. Fourth foul na rin niya. Taganas takes care of the free throw. Na nga, Miles, 5-point advantage dito para sa Brigadiers with 5:03 to go in our third period.
Dito papasok, Anthony, yung depth ng front line ng Eac, no? Itong JRU, they have probably better contributing bigs no, in Santos and John Lord Cruz. Pero yung army ng bigs itong Eac, malalim.
Oh, that's going to be a dribbling violation against the speedy Russell Sernias. Had a clear path to the rack. Pero nag-double dribble lang doon si Russell. So JRU now with possession here. Lexi Kaluing bringing it up for the Light Bombers. Lexi, handoff dito kay Lawrence, 5. Quick pass to Juan Cian. The curl. Kaluing is shut down. Lawrence using the Gamboa screen. Now he's got Zyrel on him. Lawrence, the spin down the lane. Sink all the way to the cup.
What a luxury for the JRU Light Bombers to have a very good creator in Cinco, no? He was able to manage the time well. Natira niya just in time for those 2 points.
Russell Sernias, kick out dito kay Ron Labordo. Off rim, ball is tapped. Lawrence Cinco comes down with it. Cinco. Helter-skelter play. Bumangga lang siya dun kay Jairus Lee Ramos.
That was definitely an offensive foul no, by Cinco. Hindi niya na napigilan yung momentum niya going forward. And wala na siyang magagawa ron kundi matawagan ng foul.
Kasi naman, kanina bang nasa attack mode itong si Lawrence Cinco. And he's had a few of those. So yung mga spin move na akala mo off balance, pero may control pa rin siya to lay it in eh.
Yes, he's very crafty. And aside from his good handles, he also has very good footwork. No? And when you have those two coming in the game for you, no? Hirap mong pigilan. Even with 2 defenders all over him na nakita natin kanina doon sa kanya layup.
Jairus Lee. Down low they go to Zyrel. He's got Justin Santos on him. Zyrel in the mid-post. Double team. The pivot. Quick pass to Prince Taganas. Prince with the rebound. Prince against 2 JRU defenders. Wala yun. Rebound by Lawrence. 5, handoff kay Lexi. Here comes Juan Cian Coronel against Russell Sernias. Up ahead to Lexi Kaluang. Kaluang the drive down the lane. Oh no! Zyrel Makahipay with the rebound. Jairus Lee up ahead to Zyrel Makahipay down the lane. Straight to the rim. Zyrel Makahipay. And one opportunity coming up. Tinulungan pa niya doon si Andre Gamboa. But man, Miles, yung stretch ni Zyrel Makahipay. Unbelievable.
Yes, it's very hard to defend Cyril Makahipay in the open court. Yung strides, yung handles, and then yung reach niya. No? When he goes for that layup, wala ka na magagawa but just to watch. No? Especially at this high school level where there's not really a lot of people with the same physical tools as Cyril Makahipay.
A long, rangy, athletic wing. Almost ready na para sa seniors basketball level itong si Cyril Miles. Meanwhile, balik tayo dito sa laro. Lawrence Cinco up to Lexi Kaluweng. Tap from behind by Russell Senyas. Berlinan over to Cinco. 8 on the shot clock. Lawrence looking to dance. The find to Justin Santos. Kick out. Intercepted there by Jairus Lee Ramos to Russell Senyas. Can't finish. Cyril Makahipay gets it though. Sabi niya, hintay lang tayo guys. Cyril on the drive against Berlinan. The pre-pivot. Cyril Makahipay off the glass.
That's just unfair, Anthony. When your big man has that footwork, has those handles, he can get in the lane, spin, fake. Wala ka na magagawa doon.
Zan Coronel. 1C on Coronel delivers the triple as a response. Second triple of the ball game for the new JRU recruit. Meanwhile, Makahipay again. Hang time move. He checked daw yun, Miles. Balik dito kay Lawrence Cinco. Lawrence, the hop step. Down the lane. Lawrence Cinco. The glasser is good again.
He's just on fire right now. Kabisado niya na. Yung talbog ng bola sa board, no? Whatever angle, he puts it up, pasok pa rin.
Russell Sernias, no. Prince Taganas will lose it there. So, possession being sorted out. But what action dito, Miles? Balikan, sagutan. Pero 3 points lang, yung pagitan nilang dalawa. 54 to 51.
And that's partly because Coronel shot that three-pointer a while ago. No? JRU has to go back to the things that are going well for them nung first half, no? Nung lamang pa sila. And one of those is their outside shooting.
Russell Sernias to Prince Taganas. Prince, dish off dito kay Lacambra. Mark can't hit it from the baseline. Ito na naman si Lawrence Cinco. Up ahead to Lexi Kaluweng down the lane. Napalakas dun sa board. Benji Banikad with the board. Tristan Alam losing his step. Able to recover. Pero unaware that time was John Rain de la Cruz.
Nagmamadali at that time yung Eac Brigadiers. But then again, that's really their game plan, no? They can play faster than the JRU Light Bombers. And in fact, it's one of the reasons why nahabol nila eventually itong JRU Light Bombers. But when you play that way, talagang minsan mapapaturn over ka na lang, no? Whether forced or unforced.
Kailangan lang, Miles, timplahin nila yung pag-control nila dun sa pace nila. Meanwhile, Marky Navera, Lawrence, quick move around. Juan loses it. Russ intercepted there by Lawrence Cinco. Justin Santos will take care of the rest. And after that play by Justin Santos, it's now just a 1-point ball game. 54-43, or 53. Babalik po ang Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. Alright mga kaliga, nandito pa tayo sa ENDERUN College Gym for this very important Pinoyliga Juniors matchup. Number 1 seed at stake between JRU and Emilio Aguinaldo College. Pero Miles, bago tayo nag-time out doon, parehong schools, no? Moves upon moves upon moves. Pati tayo dito, we're just amazed, no, by yung high skill level nito mga batang to as we take a look at this one. Cian Coronel, LGR, long range shot. That's a triple, specialty of the house. para kay Juan Cian.
Alam mo, Anthony, ang hirap paniwalaan na high school level lang to mga batang to. No? Nakita natin, very advanced yung handles nila. No? Si Lawrence Cinco showing great footwork. No? Pang professional na actually. Yung pivots niya, yung spin move niya, no? And the way he just is able to decelerate and accelerate at will. And same thing kay Makahipay, he's tall, but at the same time, ang ganda no handles niya, no, for someone with his size.
Definitely, Miles. Okay, 1-point game between these two schools. Benji Banica jump hook, too strong. Rebounded there by Justin Santos against 4 Brigadiers. Juan Cian Coronel thought about it. Releases over to Marky. Juan Cian Coronel. Left wing triple. Napalakas lang. Benji Banica gets to it. Benji sloppy handles that time. Russell Sernias recovers. John Russell Sernias dish off John Rain. Blocked that time by Adrian Berlinan. Banica short stab. Can't finish. Berlinan with the board. Here comes JRU. Marky Navera puts things down a bit. 8 seconds left in the third period. This is Lawrence Cinco time. Lawrence spin. Fade away. Lawrence all air that time. Heat check for Lawrence Cinco, but that will end this high-octane third quarter. 54-53. Eac just up by 1. Magbabalik po ang Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. Mga kaliga, nagbabalik po ang Pinoyliga Juniors Cup Season 2 dito sa ENDERUN College Gym. Undefeated JRU Light Bombers kontra dito sa undefeated Eac Brigadiers. 54-53. Anthony Perez still here at your service, joined by Miles Devesa. Miles, second quarter natin, lumamang ng 11 itong JRU. But at the start of the fourth, Emilio Aguinaldo College up by 1.
Speed kills, Anthony, at pinakitaan tayo ng Eac kanina, no, kung gaano ka-athletic, gaano kabilis yung team nila, especially Alam with those straight line drives, at si Makahipay was very great handles for a big man.
And meanwhile, bago pa maka-abante dun si Jairus Lee Ramos, that's a foul again on Lawrence Cinco. Already the third on Lawrence Cinco, kaya naman papasok dito si Clarence Alcaraz. Or check that, Juan Cian Coronel sits down for JRU. So Lawrence Cinco stays on the floor for them. Russell Sernias over to Jairus. Russell gets it back, 12 seconds on the Eac clock. They go to the corner. Front rim there for Tristan Alam. Ito na si Marky. Up ahead, intercepted there by Tristan Alam. What a read. Alam down the lane. Deflected there, ends up with Jairus Lee Ramos. Benji Banica, jump hook, too soft that time for Benji. Gets it back though, Banica, second effort. Bricks it again, Banica on the third serving, still no. Tristan Alam gets to it. Alam down the baseline. Pass goes to Jairus. Banica, one dribble, rejected by Justin Santos. Chased down there by Russell Sernias. Jairus Ramos up ahead, Tristan Alam. Blocked there by Justin Santos, but it's going to be a foul.
Finally, no, the possession ends. Nakita natin nagpapalitan lang ng possession yung dalawang teams there. No one could buy a basket because everyone's playing great defense.
Benji Banica, Miles, free. Di ba? Follow-ups in a row, wala. Doon naman sa kabila, an interception by Tristan Alam. Again, yung defensive intensity just dialing up a notch dito sa ating fourth.
Yes, Anthony, and credit also to Justin Santos, no? Pangatlong supal niya na sa larong ito, no? Nakita natin, hindi siya ganun ka-explosive tumalon, pero yung haba niya at yung timing niya sa tira, no? It's what allows him to get all of those block shots.
And itong si Justin Santos, Miles, giving the Light Bombers a very much needed extra boost, diba? Kaya, dahil nga si John Lord Cruz is saddled already with 4 fouls, pati si Jaden Abubo, 4 fouls, and Justin Santos with the board. Lawrence 5 now, looking to direct traffic here in the half court for JRU. Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted by Jairus Lee Ramos. Jairus, balik dito kay Tristan Alam. Glasser, no. Rebound by Lawrence. Sloppy handles here. Lawrence recovers over to Justin Santos, who waits for a receiver. Lawrence 5 delivers the free from the right wing.
Eac once again caught napping sa depensa. They weren't able to close out yung shot ni Lawrence 5, and that led to that open 3.
And yung open 3 na yun, Miles, gives JRU the lead again. 56-55. Oh, bad pass that time between Russell Cernias and James Castro. JRU will retake the leader here. Eto na. Calling for backup na ang Brigadiers. Cyril Makahipay. Prince Taganas, babalik na sa laro. Marky Navera looking to break the pressure there. He's successful. Marky using the Berlinan screen. Back to Lawrence. Clarence Alcaraz in the corner. Marky. Justin Santos with 7 on the JRU clock. Lawrence 5. Snatch back is deflected on the way up. Prince Taganas gets to it. And that's going to be a loose ball foul against JRU.
That was good defense by the Eac Brigadiers. They allowed the shot clock to run up to the end. At kailangan ulit sila i-bail out ni Lawrence 5 with a really bad shot attempt right there.
I mean, Miles, si Lawrence 5, we know na meron siyang creation ability, pero kung lagi siyang inaasahan mo with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, that's going to be added pressure for him.
Yes, you cannot be depending on that shot all the time. You need to be getting high percentage shots, and those contested jumpers aren't high percentage.
Still here by Clarence Alcaraz. They go to Marky Navera. Is fouled from behind by Russell Cernias. Again, yung passing ng JRU seems to be parang rushed. That's how I view it, man. So rushed. Parang they're not being patient enough with the leather. Kaya naman medyo out of sorts yung kanilang offense ngayon.
Nagmamadali sila on the fast break, and that's allowed Eac to get quite a number of interceptions. Swerte lang talaga ng JRU na minsan yung fast break attempts ng Eac hindi pumapasok because somehow nagpo-falter yung execution nila on the other end.
So there's a foul off the ball. Cyril Makahipay called for it. Marky Navera to inbounds. Goes to Santos. Justin against Cyril Makahipay. Marky Navera from the corner. Can't hit Justin Santos. Can't control the leather. Here comes James Castro and Jairus Lee Ramos. JRU bench chanting defense. Castro. Back to Zyrel. The spin by Zyrel. Up and under move. Makahipay. No go. Here comes Lexi Kalueng. Looking to race down the lane. Kalueng over to Marky. Marky decides to reset. Back out here. 13 on the shot clock for the Light Bombers. Clarence Alcaraz decides to fire. Bricks it. Berlinan can't control. Pero Light Bombers pa rin with possession.
That was a botched fast break attempt there, Anthony. Kanina nakita natin si Marky Navera open na. Lexi Kalueng could have passed that forward. Instead, he waited for the defenders to rush back for them to set up the offense.
And the last second deflection by Prince Taganas. Give and go play sana yon between Berlinan and Alcaraz. Pero Timeout muna tayo dito on the floor. 1-point game between Eac and JRU. Fourth quarter action tayo dito, mga kaliga, sa ENDERUN College Gym. JRU Light Bombers kontra dito sa Eac Brigadiers. A double-digit game in our first half. Now, it's just a 1-point differential between these two schools. JRU just up by 1, 56-55, 6-12 in our final period. Quick double here dito kay Clarence Alcaraz. Clarence over to Lexi. Kaluwing the drive. Babalik dito. That's intercepted by Ron Labordo. Here comes Jairus Lee Ramos to Zyrel Makahipay. Met at the summit by Justin Santos. Ito na si Marky Navera. Up ahead to Lexi. Brings it back out. Marky for free. No good. Berlinan the follow. Still bricks it. Here comes Zyrel Makahipay. Lauron Labordo now. Labordo down the lane. Finger roll is good.
And if you're Eac, this is the pace at which you want to play, no? They play better when they're pushing down the ball down the court, no?
Dito sila nakahabol, Miles. Dito rin sila nakaalamang ng bahagya lang. And that's going the other way. Charges the call against Lexi Kaluwing.
And for JRU, you have to settle down. No? You have outside shooters on the floor, capable outside shooters in the form of Navera, no? And itong si Alcaraz. So they have to settle down, try to spread the defense, no? Try to bend the defense using their plays, no? And probably get a few more outside shots in.
Meanwhile, sa JRU, Miles, binalik na dito si Joren Garcia. Looks to be okay after yung kanyang shoulder hit kanina. James Castro. 13 on the shot clock. Thought about it. Ron Labordo has it. Castro now against Joren. Castro the drive. Using the right on the left side of the window is James Castro.
That move reminds me of another Castro, no? Yung the blur. That's the kind of layups he did nung college siya.
Pwede yun, Miles. Joren Garcia now. Marky Navera with 12 on the shot clock. Clarence Alcaraz, right wing free. Overcooks it. Ball will go to the side here of Eac. 4:38 to go in our fourth. Still a 3-point ball game. And this can swing either way, Miles. Huh?
Yes, it's still anybody's ball game at this point. It's just a one-possession ball game. No? For JRU, they have to clean up on their turnovers. And for Eac, they have to shoot the ball better.
James Castro, bounce pass to Zyrel. Shut down there by Berlinan. James Castro can't go back-to-back. And there's a foul off the leather. That's going to be a pushing foul against Tristan Alam, I think. Or check that against Prince Taganas. But now, JRU decides to call for help from a very familiar name, JLC Miles. Pinasok na rin. Saddled with 4 fouls. Pero at 4:16 left in the fourth, kailangan mo na si JLC.
Definitely, they're still down by 3. Kailangan na talaga nila na scoring. No? Doon sila hirap kanina nung nakahabol yung Eac.
The corner, Joren misses it. Lawrence Cinco snatches it away. Lawrence. Sabi ni Joren Garcia, akin na yan. They go to their main man, John Lord. Kick out. Joren Garcia free on the way. Offline, rebounded by Zyrel Makahipay, and he wisely slows things down.
Let's see Anthony, no, kung hindi kinalawang si John Lord Cruz. He was on the bench for a considerable amount of time, no, before getting back in.
managing his fouls ang ginagawa ng JRU coaches. James Castro from the corner. Misfires. Justin Santos with the takedown. Lawrence Cinco with the cross. Lawrence down the lane. Glasser is good again. Lawrence Cinco, daredevil drive.
Grabe na itong si Lawrence Cinco. Pinapakitaan na naman tayo ng magandang handles. Great hesitation dribble right there leading to that layup.
The free x-free standout sa NCAA, Miles, showing us just why. James Castro, they go to Zyrel, battled up by Justin Santos. JRU bench asking for a travel. Justin Santos, Miles, just knows where to be in the right position defensively.
Ang galing ng timing niya, no? He's not the most explosive athlete and he probably needs to hit the weights room a bit more, no? Pero yung kanyang length and positioning really allows him to be a great defender down low.
Kung sabayan lang ni Justin Santos ng siguro 3 protein shake, yun ang kailangan niya. Pero here we go. James Castro trying to maneuver his way. Zyrel makahipay, offline on the free. Prince Tagana's big rebound. 59-58, 2:55 to go. Tristan Alam right at the rack. Eac now up by 3 again. 61-58. JLC, handoff dito kay Marquis. That's gonna be a foul against James Castro.
Kitang-kita natin at the start of the fourth quarter. Talagang nag-step up yung physicality nitong Eac Brigadiers sa depensa. No? Minsan medyo borderline fouls na yung ibang depensa nila no, in earlier plays, hindi lang natatawagan.
Alright, Miles calling for additional speed. Itong Brigadiers, Russell Sernias, pinasok. Clarence Alcaraz naman para sa Light Bombers. Entering the game for Marquis Navera with 2:36 left in this fourth period. Lawrence is bumped mid-air there by Tristan Alam, and Tristan quickly apologizing to Lawrence. And that puts them in the penalty. So Lawrence Cinco now to the free throw stripe.
It's great that Eac is playing defense very physical, in a very physical manner. No? But you have to watch out for fouls. Kasi minsan, yun pa yung magpapahabol doon sa kabilang team. No? We're looking only at a 3-point margin. So kung mapasok tong 2 free throws na to, that will close the gap down to 1.
And of course, Lawrence Cinco, Miles, steady all game long for this free x-free standout.
Ang galing ni Lawrence Cinco, no? Pinapakitaan tayo. Everything in the bag, no? How deep his bag is. Hesitation dribbles, behind the back, spin moves. He has everything.
The whole bag, no, in Gen Z terms. So Lawrence, big free throws coming up for number 81. Oh! Jinx ko ba yun, Miles? Ikaw yun.
Commentators,
Ikaw yun.
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Ayan na. Sinabi na ni Atty. Miles de Besa na guilty siya sa announcer's jinx. Hindi na daw. Hindi na daw. Ano lang yun? Sa una lang daw yan. Okay. 61-59. Zyrel releases over to Russell Sernias. 2:26 to go. 2-point lead. Separating Eac and JRU. Russell going to Gyros. Tristan Alam the drive. Tristan Dipsy do move. Zyrel with the stretch. Wala pa rin. Who gets to it first? JLC wrestling it with Zyrel. Nakawala dito si Lawrence Cinco. Pero may foul in the backcourt.
That was a frustration foul by Taganas there. Nakuha na ng JRU yung bola. No? And what they should have done was just go back on defense. So they still have a 2-point lead. Now they face the prospect of having the game tied because of that foul.
Again, Miles, in a very, intense, passionate, diba, contest. Dito mo makikita, diba, how yung mga coaches, lalo na si Coach Noy Catalanas, Lawrence Cinco misses another free throw. Can they keep these high school hoopers in check, diba, in terms of composure?
Definitely, especially in the high school game, yung raging hormones ng kabataan. Talagang minsan manggigigil yan, especially intense moments, like the one we have now.
61-60. Eac up by 1 with 2:03 to go. We are close to the 2-minute warning. Tristan Alam down the lane. Justin Santos, good verticality. Lawrence Cinco down the lane. Lawrence Cinco again! Off the window and a bucket. You go to Lawrence Cinco in the last 2 minutes, and JRU up by 1, 62-61. Mga kaliga, this is going down to the wire sa ENDERUN College Gym. 62-61, JRU and Eac undefeated to this point. But man, we are witnessing a show, Miles. No? Lawrence Cinco picking up the slack para sa JRU with JLC saddled with 4 fouls. Pero tingnan natin kung makakabawi dito ang Eac.
Kanina, no, nakita natin yung Eac, meron silang 1-point lead before that layup by Lawrence Cinco. They went for that layup early in the shot clock. Alam natin, mabilis sila, no? They like to play fast. But when you're up by a slight lead in the fourth quarter, kailangan medyo bumagal ka rin.
Russell Cernias, they go to Tristan Alam. Intercepted there by Justin Santos. Costly turnover. No, Tristan Alam. Oh man, possession will point to the side of the Brigadiers. The whole JRU bench dito sa side natin, Miles, sa broadcast table, disagreeing with the call as they should with 1:33 left na lang sa ating fourth quarter.
Let's see in the replay, no, kung kanino mapupunta yung bola. I thought that could go both ways. No? There's an argument. No? It went too fast. It could go either way. Let's see in the replay.
Pero Miles, as we await yung magiging verdict dito ng ating officials, you did mention about Eac having, parang sana they executed better in terms of yung clock management nila.
Yes, kanina nakita natin, they took the lead because they were playing fast, no? But when you have only a few minutes remaining in the game and you're still up by a slight lead, you need to milk the clock, no, as much as you can. And if you can take the last second shot, no, that's okay if you have a slight lead. And that's what they had right there, no. Unfortunately, they took the early shot and that's what allowed Lawrence Cinco to leak out and get those 2 points, no, off that layup.
Of course, Lawrence Cinco has been the high point man all game long para dito sa Light Bombers, as we see Chunoy Catalan trying to map out battle orders para sa kanyang Brigadiers. They know what's at stake, Miles. The solo number one seed sa ating Juniors Cup. As we take a look at this replay, eto yun, Miles. No? Justin Santos, Tristan Alam with a deflection. Ooh, that was close.
That was very close. Could go either way.
Pero yun nga, Miles, sabi ng ating officials, JRU basketball with 1:43 to go. Cinco looking for a receiver, spots JLC. Eto na, Lawrence Cinco trying to break the pressure of Tristan Alam. Evades Zairel Makahipay. John Lord, pupunta dito kay Clarence Alcaraz. Lawrence Cinco fought about it. Joren Garcia slips down. JLC fires it over to Alcaraz. Steps into the J. Clarence Alcaraz delivers the 18-footer. Time out there para sa Eac. John Lord Cruz saddled with 4 fouls. Trusting Clarence Alcaraz at the right moment, Miles.
Anthony, that shot came at exactly the right time when they needed it, no? Nung patapos na yung shot clock. So they were able to get as much out of the clock as possible before getting 2 points, no? And that's what gives them this 3-point lead.
Sabi ni JLC, no, parang I've not had, di ba, the best of second halves. Pero yun nga, Miles, no, at the right moment. Di ba, nahanap lang niya Clarence Alcaraz waiting along the corner. And Clarence, yun nga, one dribble pull-up. Got it from 18 feet.
Clarence Alcaraz showing us nerves of steel, no? He got that possession nung patapos na yung shot clock. And any player, no, would feel the pressure pag ganyan naka-close yung laro at gano'n na lang yung natitirang oras. But he was able to do it. He's been very underrated as an outside shooter in this game. But his outside shooting and his mid-range shooting actually has contributed a lot as to why JRU has this 3-point lead right now.
Pero ito sa ating screens, so nakita natin si Coach Noy Catalan with 1:12 to go, down by 3. May oras ka pa eh, no? It's not over for you.
Yes, it's a one-possession game with more than a minute remaining. No, they have possession. They don't even have to go for a 3-pointer here. They can get a quick 2-pointer. No, the most sure basket that they can get is probably the best basket at this point kasi they can always get the ball back, no, with another stop at the other end.
Ito na tayo. Sideline inbounds. JRU bench bringing in the noise. Naririnig mo ba yun, Miles?
Kumakalampag ang ating bleachers, no?
Tristan Alam, inbounds goes to Cyril Makahipay. Near steal, James Castro for free, overcooks it. Joren Garcia with the big boy rebound. Dangerous pass, and that's going to be a foul against Prince Alan Taganas.
That's an unfortunate foul, no? That was almost a turnover by the JRU Light Bombers, but they were able to secure the ball in time. And unfortunately, yung momentum ni Taganas could not stop it, and that led to that foul.
And Prince Alan Taganas, Miles, will sit out the rest of this last minute of this crucial ball game. Kaya papalit sa si John Rain de la Cruz. Ito na, Clarence Alcaraz hit the big mid-range jump shot a while ago. Misses the first free throw. Still opening the door ever so slightly para dito sa Brigadiers.
He has to make this free throw in order to make this a more comfortable lead for the JRU Light Bombers.
Clarence takes care of the second. So now, Mads, it's a two-possession ball game. JRU up by 4. Eac has to play this one wisely. Joren Garcia's got Tristan Alam on him. Zyrel, baseline drive. Makahipay down the lane. And one! Coming up for Zyrel Makahipay.
That could not have come at a better time, no? They needed a basket, and now they have a potential 3-point play, no? Not just a 2-point basket, but they can whittle down the lead even further to 1. Mahaba-habang oras pa to. We still have 46 seconds remaining, no? They can still go for a stop and then get a basket, no, for the go-ahead.
Sabi natin, Miles, kung JRU may closer ka na Loren 5. Ito naman Eac, Cyril Makahipay coming up big in the last 46 seconds of this ball game. Oh, Cyril misses it. JLC with the board. Last 43 seconds of this one. Number 1 seed at stake. Loren 5, shadowed by Tristan Alam. JLC offering a screen. Last 33. 10 seconds on the JRU shot clock. Lawrence 5 looking to dance. Lawrence intercepted by Tristan Alam. Tristan down the lane, gets the layup. And one coming up for Tristan. Eac ties the game, Miles.
Grabe yung play na yun, Anthony, no? Just when things were looking bleak, no, for Eac, giving up that possession to the JRU Light Bombers, they were able to get a steal. And because Lawrence 5 challenged that shot, no, he got the foul. Tristan Alam finishing in contact, and now he has a chance to actually to give the Eac Brigadiers the lead.
Lahat ng Brigadiers showing the one sign. Sabi nila, Tristan, isa lang will give us the lead in this last 21 seconds. Eac ba yung makakuha ng solo number 1 seed sa Juniors Cup?
Let's see, Anthony, no, isang beses pa lang nagbibinte sa free throw line itong si Alam.
Huwag mo naman i-jinx, Max. Exciting na to eh. Pero kung nakiririnig lang ng ating YouTube audience, the whole JRU bench making noise. Tristan Alam delivers it, and now Eac with the lead. Last 21 seconds. Pahinga muna tayo dito, Miles. Magbabalik ang Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. Take a look at this replay, mga kaliga. Tristan Alam beating Lawrence 5 to the cup. Kaya naman, tinabla ng Eac yung ating ball game at 65 all, and Tristan Alam converting dun sa end 1 free throw niya. Pero Miles, sabi mo dito for JRU, take the best basket, take the best shot that you can have.
Yes, Anthony, it's just a 1-point ball game, no? With 21 seconds remaining, it's less than a shot clock. So hindi na sila pwedeng mag-ubos ng oras dito, no? They have to get the quickest possible good shot, no? Good shot para makakuha sila ng lamang ulit.
Okay. Mga kaliga, last 21 seconds of this one. Eac 66, JRU 65. Marky to inbounds. It goes to Joren Garcia. JLC for free. John Lord Cruz! Right between the eyes! Scramble for the ball! It's going to be a jump, but John Lord Cruz! Ice water in his veins. Lock and load over the outstretched arms of Zyrel Makahipay, and down the can it goes. My goodness, Miles. 4 fouls sat the whole of the third quarter. JLC gives JRU the lead by 2. Di pa tapos to. Tristan Alam, shadowed by Joren. Alam intercepted right there. Here comes the light bombers. Alcaraz brings it back out. They go to Joren. Steal ba dito? No! And JRU will hang on to claim solo number 1 sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. Sabi natin, Miles, this will go down to the wire. But John Lord Cruz, their main man, making money in the clutch.
It's very fitting that JLC had the final say in this ball game, no? Despite sitting out for probably more than 10 minutes, no, since the top of the third quarter until past halfway the fourth, no, still showed us that he has that shot. Talagang nag-practice siya coming into this game, and he's 3 out of 4 from 3, including that very important 3-pointer to win the game.
Itong laro na to, Miles, JRU was up by 11, nalamangan sila ng Eac, and they close out with the win. Pero ito, pakinggan na muna natin ang kanilang school hymn.
And our best player of the game, with 16 points, including the 3-point winning shot with 3 rebounds, number 18, John Lord Cruz.
Nandito po tayo ngayon. Nandito po tayo ngayon kasamang ating player of the game for the second consecutive game, no, si John Lord Cruz. John Lord Cruz with 16 points and 3 rebounds, including 3 out of 4 from 3 points and the game-winning 3-pointer. John Lord Cruz, coming into this game, ang lakas mo sa loob. You had a 24-point, 16-rebound outing the last game. Ngayon, 3 out of 4 ka sa tres. Nag-practice ka ba ng outside shooting mo coming into this game?
Unang-una po, thank you po kay Lord na binigay po yung panalo sa amin. And siguro po hindi po training, tsamba lang po yun.
Well, hindi ako naniniwalang siyamba yun. Sure ako na pinaghirapan mo yun, no? And definitely lumabas yung fruits ng yung labor in this game, no? Ngayon, kanina, naupo ka for quite some time since the start of the third quarter with 4 fouls and then bumalik ka. Naramdaman mo ba yung kalawang? Kasi parang hindi eh. Anong naramdaman mo nung pinasok ka ulit ng fourth quarter?
Thank you po kay Coach na binigyan po ulit ako ng kumpiyansa na pinasok po ulit ako kahit 4 fouls na po.
Ngayon, John Lord Cruz, meron ka bang gustong batiin ngayong araw na to?
And maraming salamat po sa family ko na nakalagi po nakasuporta, sa mga tita ko po, and sa mga coaches po, kay Coach Nani, kay Coach Jody, kay Coach Martin, and sa kay Coach Del po, kay Coach Agi, and kay Coach Yong po, and kay, especially po kay Boss JB, kay Tito Ian, and happy birthday po pala kay Coach Resalde, and kay Jai, and kay Rodeles, and saka congratulations po pala sa Abra kahapon. Yun na po.
Maraming salamat, player of the game, John Lord Cruz. Now we send the floor over back to Anthony for some final words.
Alright, maraming salamat Miles Devesa from analyst to CSR. Real quick, congratulations din sa'yo, partner. And congratulations kay JLC and the rest of the JRU Lightcomers. Kayo ang solo number 1 seed sa ating Pinoyliga Juniors Cup. What a way to end this final game ng ating Pinoyliga Super Sunday. At para po sa ating broadcast team dito, ang ating production crew, and of course yung aking partner sa broadcast, Miles Devesa, maraming salamat po mga kaliga, and see you again here soon for more Pinoy Liga Cup action. Maraming salamat po. God bless.
A 3-point shot for Peñafiel. Boom!
Too big, too strong, too good. Out for another 3-pointer. Butter!
Not in my house.